we stay in the school 3-4 days. We hear on the radio that the Turkish, they say we have a ceasefire. And the prime ministers of England and Greece and Turkey, they are having talks in Geneva, peace talks. So, when we hear there is a ceasefire, we decided to go home.
The game was close. One hand left to determine the winner. They shuffle, they deal, they play.
1 month later, the Turkish, they say no more ceasefire. And they come back with American-made tanks and bombs and guns. The best guns there were. And the Cypriots, we have nothing left. We have nothing left to fight anymore. And they were killing us from miles away. We could not even see them. Papa, he was in another village working. But he managed to call one guy and he said, take your truck, take my family, get them out. The last thing I remember before we left the house the second time was that Mama, she cooked chickpeas in tomato sauce. And I was very, very hungry. And everybody was screaming, let's get out of the house, let's get out of the house. So I opened the cover and I smell the food. Oh, I will never forget the smell of chickpeas and tomato sauce. And when I put the cover back, I look out the window and I see a village on the other side, and it is burning. Everything it was burning. All of the area around the house, everything, it was on fire. I ran back into the house to get all these papers. I was afraid if we could not return back to have evidence to the school so we can return to school next year. So I take all our school certificates and the 2 books the headmaster gave me. Other person, they take gold and silver. I take only this. This is my treasure. We thought she was stupid. We thought she was going to lose it. We thought we were going to come back the next day. Nobody knew we were never going to return back.
Κανένας δεν ήξερε που ήταν ο παππούς γιατί πήγε στον πόλεμο. Δεν είχαμε κανέναν ήχο του.
Eleftheria said that nobody knew where Papamu was. He was fighting in the war and we had no news from him. So when we go to the safe village, I find the authorities. And I put on the radio that the family of Mr. Evagoru Dionysiou is looking for Mr. Evagoru. If you hear this, we are in this village waiting for you. And so we wait. And we wait. And we wait. And then finally, after 6 days, Papamu heard it and he managed to find us.
Aphrodite played a good game, but she was no match for her brother Ares, who boasted and basked in his victory.
Meanwhile, the family tried to figure out what to do next. They were staying in kind of like a basement, and the people who owned that building told them they had to move out after about 2 or 3 weeks of staying there. And then they moved to a place that was like a barn and had animals in it, and they cleaned it, and they were staying there for a few weeks, and then the people who owned it told them they had to move out. And so they found another place. It was in another village, and it was just this small little room. And the whole family was staying in there. And when Coco laid down on the ground, his feet, they were staying outside. They were getting wet in the creek that was running nearby. I got sick in my mouth. It was a bacteria something, it made my mouth white. And Mama Mushi borrowed 1 glass of wine and she said this would be a good medicine if it was mouthwash. So I tried it and it was not. It made my mouth worse. No doctors, no medicine, no nothing. It was disgusting to see this white, but it was okay. And oh, I forgot to tell you the funny part. Well, it's not really funny. It's not funny actually, but it was Mama Mu. She said, "Oh God, we have so much food at the house. We left the car, we left the gun." It was Papamu's gun. So she paid one guy, and she 3-4 other people. They go back to the village after the Turkish capture. And she take the car, she take the gun, she take some watermelon, some figs, some cheese, and she come back to us. She managed to do that. Everybody else who tried this, they got captured and shot, but Manamu somehow she managed. Yeah. We heard on the radio that ExxonMobil has a scholarship. They want to take